Welcome to Fukuoka International School. We are so excited to welcome all of you to the West Japan Model United Nations. This is our first ever of hosting the WJMUN, and I'd like to thank all of the students involved in creating this MUN over the last 2 years. It started out with a small in-person idea, and because of the pandemic, it is now morphed into 50 participants online, which are so excited to welcome all of you. We have participants from New York City in the United States all the way to here in Japan. I especially like to welcome schools from Nagoya International School, Chungling High School, the High School of Dual Language and Asian Studies, and of course our very own Fukuoka International School. As all of you are very familiar with MUN, I'm not going to go into the details, but I do hope that you will embrace our theme of the world with consent and really take this serious and develop very powerful resolutions. And we hope this is just the first of many MUNs here at Fukuoka International School, and hopefully next time you can join us in person. Welcome again, and please enjoy yourself for the next couple days. Thank you.
Welcome to the inaugural WJMUN hosted by Fukuoka International School. We are so pleased that participants from across the globe are able to join us in discussing matters of great significance to our shared world. The theme chosen by our student organizers for this conference is World with Consent. In these unprecedented times of global uncertainty and turmoil, agreement and cooperation are more important than ever as we struggle to find a way through the challenges created by the once-in-a-century health crisis that we are facing. The coronavirus issue is much more than a medical problem. The impact of the global shutdown has been felt by economies right across the globe. The first reaction of nations large and small has been to close their borders and look inwards, cutting themselves off as much as possible in an attempt to limit the spread of the virus. Whilst this is an understandable reaction, the reality is that if the world is to return to anything like its pre-pandemic conditions, we must work together to defeat the virus and restore our economies. Richer nations must form agreements to support poorer ones so that they too can eliminate the virus, otherwise it will continue to re-emerge. Plans such as the COVAX agreement, which needs $6.8 billion in 2021 alone to fund vaccines in poorer countries, reflect the true global goal of this conference. The two committees represented in this conference reflect our perspective on the priorities for the world at the present time. ECOSOC takes on an even greater significance than usual as the world transitions to a post-pandemic reality and struggles to restore economic stability in many of the world's most vulnerable nations. Taking a slightly longer-term view, the committee will also ensure that the focus remains on previously set goals such as the Paris Agreement and transition to sustainable energy sources. Our HRC committee will be discussing issues that have become even more relevant in an increasingly insular world. Human rights abuses in both the physical and virtual spheres have received less headline space in recent times, and it is the role of the Human Rights Council to shine a spotlight back on these issues and encourage the world to reach consensus on how to deal with the perpetrators. Once again, I welcome all participants to the first WJMUN event and look forward to 3 days of worthwhile, meaningful debate.
Thank you very much for all the hard work from participants and school advisors for the preparation of this conference. As the general organizer and the founder of this organization, I now declare the beginning of the West Japan Model United Nations 2021 conference.